Proverbs chapter 15, verse 8. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakha Kodash, forgive me the spirit, to do this lesson. In this lesson, I'm going into the Lord wants to hear our prayers. Okay. The Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, wants to hear our prayers. All right. That's why I read that scripture. Okay. It's very clear. And also I'm going to go into what it does for our spirit and our mind to pray. Okay. Within the day, because you're not here tomorrow yet. So we have to focus within one day, right? So let's read this again in Proverbs chapter 15, verse 8. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. So he delights in the believers that believe, okay? He delights in our prayers. Those of you who believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai sincerely, you men, okay, you women, those who truly sincerely believe, the Lord wants you to communicate with them. Period. He wants that, man. He delights in it. Okay. Now think about this. You can't see him physically here walking around. Okay. Referring to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We can't see them physically. But think about it this way. When you are in the house with somebody that you care about, or that you say you care about, but you never speak to that person, that is very disrespectful. Okay. You going about your day in and day out, and you have zero to say, nothing to say. You just la, 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 just moving around. But that person is there. And you know that person wants you to communicate. Okay? Think about that. So, seeing that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is way beyond us, and that we have to look at it differently because we're dealing with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We're not dealing with mortals on the earth. So it's the same thing. You walking around saying that you are a part of the Lord's house, but you have nothing to say to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai day in and day out. But then you're walking around crying, woe me, etc., but then you don't even want to communicate to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, think about that. I just read it. But the prayer of the upright is his delight. So right now we know, you know, I know that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai wants us to pray to them. Okay, have to make that clear. Let's go to Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. Take thereof no thought for tomorrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. Right. That's why I said what I said. You're not here tomorrow yet. You're here right now. You listen to this lesson. You're here right now. Okay. So the evil is very, very, very dark right now around you. Okay. That's the truth. And like I say in other lessons, it's going to continue to get darker. That's why you got to get lighter. Okay. With the light of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay. So focus on today. Focus on your communication today. Okay. Then when tomorrow comes, if you're still breathing, you do the same thing. All right. Let's go to Philippians chapter 4. Let's start at verse 6. It says, be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your requests be made known to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right. Unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay. Meaning communicate. Don't just walk around, but then you don't want to communicate. But then you're saying that you are part of the Lord's house. You believe sincerely in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay. But the reality is, if we're going to get real, the reality is that your conscience is not right. All right. And you're trying to avoid facing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in the house that you claim you're in. Okay, but the scriptures talk about confessing your faults to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and he is faithful to forgive. That's part of prayer as well. Okay, he's also pleased with that. because he knows if you believe or not. He knows that we have trouble in the flesh. Think about it. He gave us the treasure, the pure wisdom, all right, in our earthly vessel. So he understands that we're weak, man. We need Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. That is clear. Okay. But like it says, let your requests be made known unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. How can you do that if you do not communicate? Let's read verse 7. It says, and the peace of Yahweh, which pass all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Yahushua. Okay, which goes right back to Romans chapter 5, verse 1 and 2, when it talks about our faith. We are justified by faith. Okay, we have faith in Yahushua, therefore we have peace with the Father. Okay, that goes hand in hand with verse 7 here that I'm reading. I'll read it again. And the peace of Yahweh, okay, that you get by having faith in Yahushua. Again, you can read that in Romans chapter 5, verse 1 through 2. It says, which passes all understanding shall keep your hearts and minds through Yahushua. Okay. Think about that. Now we're reading this right after verse 6 when it talks about, but in everything by prayer. Okay. So part of keeping you is praying consistently in sincerity and faith. All right. Because if you ain't got faith, the Lord ain't going to hear you. All right. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua does not care about hearing prayers from those who don't believe, but those who do believe. And if you do believe, he wants you to communicate because you are part of the house. You're part of the family. Okay. That's the truth. Let's go to Daniel chapter 6, verse 10. Now, when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into his house. This is referring to the decree that he couldn't pray to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, okay, during that time period in that kingdom he was in, the Babylonian kingdom. Okay, let's read verse 10. Now, when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into his house, and his windows being open in his chamber toward Jerusalem, toward the east. We know he's supposed to pray toward the east. He kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day and prayed and gave thanks before Yahweh. Okay, as he did aforetime. Right. 3 times a day. Now, why would he do that? Because it keeps you locked in. It's communication. Okay. And when you communicate, even though Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua knows what we need, okay, at all times, he's not confused. But we have to do our part, man. Do you believe? Do you believe he's there? All right. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua wants to see if you believe truly that he's there. Speak. Okay, you say you're a part of the house of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Sincerely, you believe. Okay, so what it does to your mind, it locks you in within that day. Okay, consistently. It reminds you. Okay, that's why Daniel did it 3 times in a day. Okay, every day. Okay, because it keeps you in the mind frame that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is there. He's watching you. Okay, and you can go to him for help if you believe it. If you don't believe it, then he ain't going to answer you. He's not going to hear shit you talking about. Okay, so I just broke it down. Right now, your mind frame should be more what? In the mind frame of praying, communicating, because it is pleasing to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. So please, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, communicate. Okay. With that, I want to give our praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Rakah Kudash. Forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you Akim out there that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.